What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Bullish Buzz breakdown. Today I have a very interesting stock that I'm looking to cover. This is a stock that we all know very, very well, so I do want to make this as quick and easy as possible. I want to get as much information into your guys' brains as quick as possible. So as you guys can see, I have my smart glasses on. I need you to put your genius caps on, and let's go ahead and jump right into it. Now, as we are taking a look here, this is going to be Tesla on the monthly time frame. Now, I'll tell you guys why I am on the monthly time frame, but before I do so, make sure you guys drop a like and subscribe as always, because it does take time for me to make these videos, edit these videos, and push them out for you guys. So thank you guys very much. Let's keep talking here on Tesla. So I'm on the monthly time frame because Tesla takes some time to play out. Looks kind of shitty on the daily, looks kind of shitty on the weekly, but the structure overall is very, very healthy and it looks very, very good. So what I do first want to notice is that we are kind of in this cupping formation, whatever you're going to call this. You know, we had a nice little wedge down here just a few years ago where we did wedge all the way back down to around $165 late last year. You guys can see we can end up working our way all the way back up to where we are right now, approaching all-time highs at 458, where all-time highs are sitting at 488. So what we can see is that we wedged down, we broke out of that wedge, we came back, retested this wedge, and then moved higher. So what we can see is that we are most likely looking to continue bullish. What we can see right here, and this is why I like the monthly time frame so well, as you guys can see, we have obvious resistance right here. Okay, so we have resistance that holds right here, we have resistance that holds right here. Then we break out of this resistance, and it could still very well fail. Okay, we could come back down and then go up, but the way that we are now bouncing off of these levels is very, very, very attractive. So as you guys can see, we come up, and yes, we break this level and we close above it, right? We close above it twice, but we are getting sold down heavily, heavily sold down. But over here, while we are still seeing a little bit of selling pressure, we are seeing more buying pressure off of these levels. So what this is a classic break and retest. So you're breaking out, right? You're retesting, and now we're looking to move higher. So here's an example of a failed break and retest. Here's the breakout, right? Cool, awesome breakout, great breakout, right? Everyone thought, including myself, I thought this was the breakout, okay, right? But instead, we come back down below and we have to try again. So now this is the breakout, okay? Or maybe this isn't. Maybe we have to do it all over again. But this does look like it is a very, very healthy breakout. As we can see, there is a clear shift from selling pressure at this level to buying pressure at this level. So we can see that something is going right, okay? And something is working in our direction. And we at least have more confluence this time around than we did back here. And even back here, I think this was a great time to take a shot. I took a shot back here, ended up losing. Okay. Now I'm back in and I've already made my money back. So we're killing it. Tesla looks great. And we're definitely looking to continue higher. I do want to preface that I do think that Tesla is severely overvalued. If they are able to continue with this robot stuff and this robo taxi and all that kind of stuff, they may not be. But at this current moment, they are 100% overvalued. I want that to be very, very clear. As this isn't financial advice, I don't want anybody jumping into something like this. And then, with the multiple at 250 PE, if the market were to take a downturn, Tesla's going to get hit pretty hard. It's a very volatile name. It's going to get hit pretty hard. So understand the risk when you're taking on something like this, and understand that just because the look looks really good doesn't mean it can't change very quickly. So there's a lot of good stuff. I also do want to note that we are respecting this fair value gap right here. This is actually a bullish fair value gap right here. So we have this monthly fair value gap that we're respecting. As you guys can see, we're bouncing off of here. And this is December. So we still have the rest of this month. I definitely think that we can get a Santa rally and see us push up, especially through all-time highs, and then maybe something like this. And you guys can see these are my first two targets here. So 565 and 779. And I only have 15 shares of Tesla at an average price of around 450. So I do not have a crazy position, not with the average or with the shares. So I'm still looking to get more Tesla. I may even sell my Tesla and get leaps. I'm very much considering that, as I don't have that many shares and as I don't have a great average cost. But nonetheless, we're going to keep holding Tesla, whether that is with shares or leaps. Currently, it's shares at around 450 in average price. But overall, I do believe that we move higher. Okay, our next target is going to be 565, which from prices today is still about 23%. Okay, a lot of people have a lot better averages than I do. Most of my Discord has a lot better averages than I do on Tesla, but still a very, very good gain. And with a gain like this is why I'm looking to go leaps. I think this will happen very quickly. We can also see that our next target is going to be up to 779, and this is really my main target. 565 is going to be really great to see, but overall, I want to see 779 in the next couple of years. I think if they can really get this robo taxi and their robot Optimus, whatever they're going to call it, deal done, then I think that they can see a very, very, very hefty increase in price. Currently, Tesla is sitting at 1.53 trillion in market cap. I do think that if they can figure out robotics, they will be a $3 to $5 trillion company within the next 5 years. Like I said, not financial advice at all. And currently, there is no way that that is happening with their current PE and multiple. But like I said, if they're able to figure things out, with SpaceX, and SpaceX is able to help Tesla or whatever it may be, because SpaceX is buying from Tesla, they're buying energy storage from Tesla, and battery packs. So if they can continue to buy these battery packs and give Tesla that revenue and profit, and they're doing Optimus, and they're doing Tesla, and they're doing Robotaxi, we can see this business really take off. But like I said, our first targets are going to be 779 and 565. I also do want to talk about the possibility of this massive macro, because I do think that we can get back up into these $1,000 price targets. So I do want to go ahead and measure out from just our entire move right here, and see kind of what we're looking at. So very, very similar right here, but I do want to notice on this 2618 extension. I'm sorry, I did the wrong extension play. So we took the measurement right here. That's what I meant to do. Sorry. So we took the measurement right here. I do want to show you guys that right here. This shows that we could be in our. This could be the third wave. So what that means is we could be targeting this 779 level, then come back to this one level, and then extend higher. So what we could do, since this is the second wave of our fifth wave, or of our 5 wave Elliott wave theory structure. So what we could see is something like this, where we come up, bang, right? Okay, so this would look like, okay, you have your one extension high, two extension low, three extension high because it's the biggest move, four extension low, five extension high. Okay, so this is what we could be looking at for Tesla, and this is what I've been watching. So this is what I've been watching, because it does look like, as well as I do delete this here, it does look like this could be a clear ABC move. You don't need your C to go lower than your A. It doesn't need to happen. And then based off the way that this Elliott wave theory is playing out so well, I can suspect that this is an ABC correction. And back here, inversely, I can say, we had our one extension, our two retracement, our three extension, our four retracement, our five extension. Pretty clear. You don't really have to know much about Elliott wave theory to understand that this makes sense. So this is what I'm looking at for Tesla. This is my ideal plan, and I really do think that Tesla can get to $1,125.57. And from prices today, that's an increase of 145%. So a really good increase. And I believe that's something that comes by 2030, 2032. Once Optimus and all this kind of stuff is, sorry, starting to get figured out, their battery stuff, whatever they're doing, whatever they stick to, because that's what they need to do. They need to stick to something. Or if they don't, they need to get better at everything. Okay. See, Elon does kind of bounce around these ideas where he'll go from SpaceX to X to Tesla to Optimus to back to Robotaxi, back to SpaceX. So he needs to pick something and focus on it, or give the business something else. Let someone else run it, so on and so forth. But nonetheless, I think that Tesla looks really good, and this is the plan that I have for Tesla. Like I said, we have our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Elliott wave theory move up, ABC correction down, and it looks like we're starting this all over again, which is a very, very bullish thing to see, especially as we are breaking out, and retesting on the monthly time frame. Now, I'm only showing you guys the monthly time frame because this is very, very long term. This is a stock that we're going to hold for years, and decades. This is not a stock that we're going to hold for weeks and months. Okay, if you're going to buy Tesla, you better hold this shit for years. Okay, because at a price like this, a valuation like this, you are in for the long game. Okay, you're holding this through a bear market. You're doing all of that because you believe in this company. I believe that Tesla's a great company. I believe that they're going to do great things. I believe that they're going to figure out, whether they figure out one of these things or all of these things. If they can figure out one of these things and do one of these things incredibly well, if they can do Optimus incredibly well, this is a $5 trillion company. If they can figure out Tesla and Robotaxi, efficiently and as best as possible, I think that they're a $3 to $5 trillion company. If they can really, really hone in on that. Okay, if they have a mixture of Tesla, Robotaxi, SpaceX. I know SpaceX will be its own valuation, but if they can do all of that plus Optimus, plus selling their battery packs and all of this kind of stuff, and realistically build a new product, because that's what they continue to do, we can see something really big happen here with Tesla. But that is really all I'm going to have for you guys in today's video. Once again, I am in Tesla. I have 15 shares at 450, so not a big position at all. I'm looking to add more, but our first targets are going to be 565, 779, and 1125. Now, none of these price targets are going to happen in the next month. None of these price targets are realistically going to happen in the next year, besides maybe this first one. So be very, very careful, understand what I'm saying, and do your own research, because this is not financial advice. But overall, I believe that Tesla looks amazing. Now, that is all I have for you guys in today's video. As always, make sure you guys do like and subscribe, as it does take some time for me to make these videos. Also, Make sure you guys check out our link in our description for our free Discord. We have 0 spots open for premium right now as they have been in high demand. So once we do open those spots, stay active in chat and you guys might get a spot. We're looking at opening probably 5 to 10 spots at the end of the year. Starting that new year fresh is going to be really good for people to get into our group. So make sure you guys check that out. I will see you guys in the next video. Watch each video on the side of me or the one that pertains to you best. Have a great day and Merry Christmas.